gamer chairs.
Redeem that posture check.
Yo, what up? Welcome back to the Chinos show.
Episode 11.
Yeah.
With your host, Riddler SR.
And Planet Caleb. This week we're talking about ASMR. That's why I have my mic pulled all close to me, so I can not have to be all like over here. Yeah, we were gonna get to ASMR last week, but PogChamp took up our entire time. For those of you who are out of the loop, which is anyone who's not watching on Twitch probably, PogChamp has become Komodo Hype. Or I guess Komodo Hype has become PogChamp. So that's pretty Pog. It's a pretty Pog moment for Komodo Hype fans.
I accept it.
I accept it. It was what, A tier on our list? Or like high B tier or something?
It was mid-A.
Yeah. Komodo Hype was a solid choice.
Yeah.
One that I think most people from most backgrounds could get behind.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Before we get into the ASMR discussion, it's been very, very cold here.
Very, very cold.
Very cold.
Yeah. I went to the store yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my car was covered in ice, and me being a stand-up citizen, I decided to clear it all off, almost. And well, I let it warm up and everything. And then as I was going for the hood action, as I'd done my windows and everything, I was going for the hood. I don't have a scraper. I was going to buy one whenever I was doing this, so I like kind of just picked away with my hands and with gloves, But then I got to like maybe an inch or two down off the from the windscreen, and I just started pushing on it, and just the entire thing uplifted and sheeted off my car.
Yep.
Ooh, man, nothing like it.
It is satisfying. I did that for every window of my car yesterday.
I hope it gets to where in the next couple of days might be where you can like get inside your car and roll down the window and then punch the window out, of ice. But I don't think it'd do that.
Yeah.
One can hope though.
And for our viewers, this is not just like a normal level of cold for Texas. This is like an extreme level of cold.
This is
Yeah,
abnormal.
there's like sub-zero wind chill, and that's not a normal thing here.
Yeah.
It's so extreme. This has never happened before. But my dad works at a power plant, and he's actually going to have to go up there tomorrow with enough supplies to stay up to 3 days.
Yikes. Oh, yeah.
To be in condition where he can't come home, they still need him,
Right. Yeah.
Also, there should be rolling blackouts because some power plants won't be able to operate in freezing conditions.
Yeah. Woo, whippy. Man. Yeah. I'm having to like drip faucets and stuff.
Yeah, we're doing that here.
Poorly insulated this house is. Yeah, very interesting stuff.
So we've been prepping for if the power does go out, which it might.
Very well could.
So interesting weather this week. Interesting weather.
Sorry, I'm fucking with my microphone settings.
All too interesting.
But yeah.
There we go. Sorry.
Also, this weather is keeping me, as you can see, I came back to my parents' house for the weekend. It's keeping me here all the way until about Tuesday.
You can speak up, Blaine. You're kind of hard to hear.
Sorry, it's the ASMR episode. But, yeah, it'll keep me here until Tuesday, which is not what we were planning exactly. I still wanted to come home though, because otherwise I would have had to wait like 3 more weeks before I could have came home.
Yeah.
But yeah. Interesting weather.
So
Yes. Let's just talk about our weeks for a little bit before we get into this.
Sure.
Anyone want to start?
I'm working audio issues out right now, so someone else
Start
please.
talking about our weeks.
Yeah.
Well, I think well, I went to class until I didn't. That's pretty much it for me, you know. Been watching
Yeah.
some documentaries recently,
yeah.
just so I have more things to talk about on this podcast. I watched a couple, but I only really remember one. It's about, I forget the name of it actually, which is pretty not handy. But what was it called? Well, basically the premise of it was they would give 6 blind people around the world a camera and tell them, you know, take a picture of whatever you want, and then they followed them around with cameras, of course, to make it a good documentary.
Mhm.
And it was very interesting to see like what a blind person would want to take a picture of. Basically, like they would just kind of walk around their cities where they lived, like, and think, and really was all about sounds for them and smells even. Because
So
like
it wasn't just like the picture would end up being like.
no, yeah, it was like it was a picture of something. Of course, the framing might not have been, you know, perfect, but it was still a picture of like whatever they wanted to take a picture of. Because I mean, they knew where they were in the world. But like one guy took a picture of a fountain, like a running fountain, but he thought that there was a guy like washing his face and like his hands, you know, freshening up. But there wasn't anybody there. But it was like he gave a whole story about what he thought might be going on, and like that's what the picture was to him, and that's why he took it. I don't know, pretty interesting stuff. And then one girl took a picture of a newspaper stand in Turkey because she said that she's always liked the smell of newspapers. So it's just like a picture of newspapers, which wouldn't be very special unless you'd watch through the entire documentary and everything. I thought it was very interesting though.
That's a good concept. It's a good idea.
Yeah, like I would have never thought to do that, but you know, it's made for a very entertaining documentary.
Yeah. Well,
What have you been doing?
While we're describing ours, you can look that up if you want.
Oh yeah.
My week has been uber stressful, mainly because I procrastinate. But there was this project that I had for this class that kind of blindsided me. I forgot that it was going to be due Monday, and it ended up taking me all weekend from when I found out about the project until Monday to finish it. And in doing that, it put me way behind on all of my assignments. So I've just been playing catch up this week and taking some L's. Next week, or this coming week, it'll be better.
That's good.
Yeah.
There's always a light. You can't give in to the darkness. There's always, you know, a week from now we'll have another podcast and you can talk about how great your past week was.
Yeah, after all this poor weather, you know, they'll bounce back.
Yeah. My sister's school, her college got they canceled classes for Monday and Tuesday. But my college just moved everything online. And I was like, what the frick crap? You know?
Right, yeah.
I also don't have Twitch chat pulled up, so I don't know what's going on.
Spooks is sending emotes with alterations to them, so he took the Riddler love emote and put sunglasses on it, but he missed the eyeballs. And it's so goofy. I love it. But yeah, waste your channel points, please. Get rid of them all.
I also played chess with Spooks today.
You
That's
did?
fun.
Yeah.
Nice. I feel like I'd be worse at chess in person. It's been so I haven't played chess on a real board in like maybe 15 years. But like
Yeah.
Chess is fun.
Online, it's just like
Chess in
I'm
person
better
is
at
fun and much more nerve-wracking.
Oh yeah, chess in person is much better than online. Yeah.
I've got a chessboard back here.
My palms were sweating a lot more playing chess than playing Super Smash Bros.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, he won once, and then I won once.
You guys want to talk about? Here, I'll talk about it in how my week went.
Okay, yeah.
Statement. I'm gonna move my mic because it's gonna be really loud. Okay, so in my week, it's still really loud. Sorry, guys.
It doesn't sound too loud for me. That also could be because I'm turned.
But my week was pretty uneventful. I mean, I drove to the store today to get some food before the deep freeze that's about to happen. I slipped on some ice in front of some people.
Are you okay?
On foot. Yeah, I'm fine. I didn't like fall, but I slid a little bit and I was like, oh. But you know, I watched a movie yesterday. I finally watched the Zac Efron Ted Bundy film. It was pretty good, actually. A lot of people hate it, but I enjoyed it. I think it was pretty good.
I've heard his acting in that is pretty good. And
Yeah, I
his,
enjoyed it.
His portrayal.
I enjoyed that film. Spooks, one too many times, buddy.
You're gonna time him out.
One too many times.
Yeah, slipping on ice has been a thing for me as well. Because the time that I went to Walmart yesterday. I was gonna say like a couple days ago, but I realized it was yesterday.
Mhm.
And like in front of the Walmart, right? The road is fine, no ice at all. A little damp maybe, but that's it. But then the sidewalk just in front is like a little bit slanted towards the road, but it was covered in like black ice completely. And so people were just like struggling to slip and slide up and get to like little patches of dry ground and stuff. Yeah, I definitely slipped up a few times on that. Anyways, go on, Andrew.
But yeah, also this week, well, we played a lot of GeoGuessr together, but also we had a 2v2, which became a 3v3 later, chess game against each other. It was toward the very end when everyone else joined in, but I think it was me and Caleb were on a team, and Blaine and Spooks were on a team. Right?
Yeah. And then
some more people joined.
Some more people joined in, yeah, and then we split them up to make the teams even again and everything.
Yeah,
Fun way to
we
play
played chess 2v2 chess for the most part against each other. And it was very fun. It was a very, I don't know, close game, I guess.
Close as in
Like
we were all playing very well, I think.
It was back
at
and
least
forth.
The combined brain power of the 3 people per team was really made us.
The one person that joined later, not gonna name names, did not say a word. So
I thought they said the one word that made you do something that lost you the game.
yeah, but after that,
Oh, you shut him up.
Yeah, I think
probably.
me and Caleb's accuracy, like after on chess.com, which is what we played it on, after each game you can get like a report of how the game went, and our accuracy was like 97.5 or something that game.
Which I don't get, because we made plenty of mistakes, and I don't think we were like, I don't know how they calculate
we were black pieces, so I think it didn't matter because most of what we did had to be reactionary, and it was the best move.
Yeah.
It was the best reactionary move to what they did.
I feel like because I don't know, us combined, I guess we saw more things than the one person might have seen, but I don't know.
It was a very fun game of chess, though. It ended with a resignation. I think Blaine realized that anything he did put him in a worse position at some point, and so
good game though.
It was a very fun game of chess.
I didn't want to draw it out because that could have easily lasted like.
But the thing is though, we could have made a bad move if you drew it out more. Eventually.
Resigning is the noble thing to do, though.
Yeah.
I doubted it.
That means that Blaine believed in our ability to make the right moves, and that makes me flattered.
I feel like it's pretty hard to make a really bad wrong move though at that point in the game as a 3-man team.
I mean, you could always play for the tie, get the stalemate.
I'm gonna stat on you real quick. I've played 6 or 7 games of chess in the last 3 days, not excluding the physical games that I've played, the ones on chess.com.
Okay.
And they've all been against either you or Caleb. and I have not won a single one. Just saying.
Just as hard, man.
Well, yeah, but
Chess
like
is hard.
that's kind of why I figured you had the.
Oh, had the edge.
Oh, I guess maybe I don't know. I don't know.
I think
I've been
Blaine.
playing
I
some
think
good
Blaine chose
chess.
the teams, so
I think yeah. Well, no, I think Blaine and I were team captains or something, and then there was the other two. It was literally like 4 people and then 2 team captains. So just
There
one.
was 4 people.
there's one
One
person
choice.
chooses. Yeah.
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 I've been playing some good chess recently, but I usually am not too good at all. I mean, I feel like I make a lot of blunders and stuff usually.
If it's a 1v1,
Yeah.
I'm really not that good at chess.
I think I've been really relaxed recently as well, just in general. So maybe my maybe I should just relax if I want to play chess.
Yeah, you played me one time. You played really good. I think you mated me in 4 moves.
No, no, we didn't mate that fast, did we?
I
Did
can pull
you
it
did
up.
you scholars mate Blaine?
No, it was like 20 moves for each game, and then maybe 30 for the next.
I'm gonna show
Both
you.
of them, or one of them at least. I don't know. We they were pretty long games, medium to long games. One of them was pretty long because we both like were pretty much just trading material back and forth over and over again.
Yeah.
And then eventually we just, I mean, I don't even remember how it ended up going.
Let's see.
Or at some point, yeah, because Blaine had his king in the middle somewhere, and my queen was sort of near it. But we had we had a bit of material each. But
No, there was a game where you mated me in 4 moves.
4?
4.
I don't even remember that. Hang
It
on.
was a humongous blunder on my part. My opening
Humongous.
humongous. My opening made it so that you all you did was move your queen diagonal.
I think I remember this something like.
Was it
okay.
like was it a queen bishop checkmate?
No, it was like what is it?
I didn't expect this week to turn into chess talk, but I'm all
Chess
for
talk.
it.
Sorry. Typically my open that I've been defaulting to. This was before I used that, but what I use normally is I think it's the king's open.
King's pawn?
Pawn open. Yeah.
Sure.
Which just is a very basic one. What I did was the bishop to the right of the king. I moved it forward 1.
So was your king
Oh, yeah.
stuck in place? Is that what
I
happened?
moved like my knight or something. I don't know.
So here, wait. Okay, I see. You moved.
You're looking at it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. Yeah. But that was,
Okay, I see. Yeah, you just kind of left that avenue open.
yeah.
I see.
And it's
Okay.
something that I never consider.
Basically, he just moved he moved his pawn that flanked his king, but not the one in front of him and not the bishop. So he just locked his king in, and I used the queen for a diagonal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much it.
Yeah.
I don't even remember playing that game.
It was
Yeah,
so
'cause it was
fast.
like a minute long.
Yeah.
Some nice Source domain music.
But the other ones we were just trading for like 30, 25, 30 turns each.
ASMR though.
ASMR.
ASMR, yeah, right.
Chess.com has some ASMR sounds on it.
It does?
Yeah, like
Oh yeah, like
all the piece
moving.
moving and the
and the check
checkmate
noise.
noise. Click
Yeah, I
clack.
guess so.
Hey, dude, I think GB actually, was it GB Blaine who made a chess video recently? I think she
one
did.
recently, as in like
A few months ago, I think she did a chess
ago, yeah.
video.
a few months ago. She played chess. I didn't watch it. I don't think.
I did. Chess is a very, if you're not paying attention to the moves and you're just listening, it's a pretty nice sounding game on like a wooden
Yeah, it is.
chessboard.
I don't doubt that.
Or even like chess clocks, the noise they make.
Yeah.
The one type of ASMR, one of the types of ASMR that I don't like.
Hang on.
All right, sorry.
Let's preface with the concept itself before we get into specifics.
Okay.
Oh, wow, the ASMR.
Yeah. Okay, I have to ask Caleb. Caleb, what do you know about ASMR? Because Caleb, out of the 3 of us, Caleb is the least knowledgeable?
The outsider. Not much, really. I mean, I just know some people like it. I'm not sure why. It's I don't know. It's just a weird thing.
Can you define it?
Just sounds that make you feel things. Maybe I don't know.
Do you
Make
know
feel
what? Do you know
good.
what the abbreviation stands for? Not abbreviation. What is it called, Blaine?
Yeah.
What is it called? When the letters stand for some other things.
Acronym.
Yeah, acronym. That's the word. I'm dumb.
Acronym. Like audio syncretic M, and then I don't know. I know it starts with A, so probably audio.
It's a pretty weird acronym, actually.
I know the R is response or something, right?
Yeah, R is response.
Yeah, I know that.
I feel
I
like
don't know.
auditory makes way more sense than the actual word that the A stands for. It stands for
what is it all?
autonomous sensory meridian response. The sensory makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It doesn't have to be
But I guess, yeah, it doesn't have to be auditory.
doesn't have to be
Autonomous? Yeah, that makes sense because like it's involuntary. It like taps in. I guess maybe it taps into your like your what's it called? The
Your
parts of the body you don't.
involuntary
Yeah, like
nervous
involuntary
system?
muscle, nervous system type stuff
Yeah,
would make sense.
the subconscious kind of.
Yeah. Caleb had a pretty good definition. Sounds that make you feel things.
Yeah, right.
That's one.
So
way.
it's a pretty good baseline definition for it.
That is the intention. That is the original intention of ASMR. Now,
I can understand why people like it, you know, because I mean, I'll just listen to music and stuff. If I
Yeah.
want to
Yeah,
feel the
same
air.
thing.
I don't know. Or like, I don't know. Sometimes I'll just listen to like the noises. If I'm like doing homework and I'm not really thinking, you know, I'll just like, cause like nobody likes silence really, or like
right.
a random. I just like, you know, if I'm not listening to music or doing anything and doing homework or like chilling,
Well, that's
maybe I'll
something
just
that
like,
I'd like to talk about later.
yeah, you know, like, but like you'll like pick out noises around you,
Mhm.
like that creak in your roof or whatever, drips of the water or snow.
Yeah. But I think one thing to clarify is if you listen to a good piece of music and it'll give you goosebumps because it's like, that good.
Mhm.
That's not the same thing as ASMR.
Right. Yeah.
It's similar.
ASMR
It is a similar thing. I forget what it's called medically, but it is a similar
But
response.
It's more like, I don't know, tingles sounds. Tingles is like it's like a tingling sort of sensation wherever it is on your body.
There's a word
Typically,
for
it's
it.
like at the back of your neck, kind of like it's like the opposite of hitting your funny bone.
Interesting. I don't know. I just feel like I can never sit through an entire ASMR like video.
I spent
I would just feel too weird.
I think I consumed like 5 hours of ASMR today alone.
I don't
Sitting here watching it. Like literally watched it. Engaged with it.
Well, let's talk about the different intentions of ASMR because you can watch it for its original intention, but now there's also ASMR for like just relaxation,
Sure.
for sleep, for I mean that kind of sums it up. So like Andrew, you listen to it or you watch it, but in my instance, I'll either I originally started watching it for the like actual ASMR that you would get, but after watching and listening for a while, it started going away, and I started watching it and listening to it more for like going to sleep and stuff, just like winding my body down after being on electronics and stuff. So yeah, I think that's kind of the main intention for most ASMR is relaxation.
Yeah, Blaine would watch it, or he started watching it for the actual sensation of it, whereas for me it was a lot more geared towards the like sleep benefits and I mean it's relaxation, but the sleep benefits of the actual content. A lot of people also watch it for like anxiety relief and stuff like that.
That's why like relaxation is kind of like
That's yeah, that's the essence, the core essence of like what it is.
yeah.
It's become quite popular.
I think so. You know,
Yeah.
I kind of thought like there was definitely a rise and fall, and now I think it's rising again. I don't think the fall was as, very big, but I don't know. I feel like it became very popular for a little bit, and then didn't hear much about it after that.
Yeah, I mean, from the outside, I feel like yeah, there was like a point in time where it was like spotlighted,
hmm
but I don't know. As someone who watches it practically every day, it's only seemed to have grown over time, in my opinion.
It's kind of interesting. I didn't think it would grow, if I'm being honest.
Really?
Yeah, because if you go back to some of GB, for example, is an ASM artist who I guess she's like really popular. One of the most popular YouTube ASM artists. And if you go back to some of her most viewed videos, it's from like 2018, and it's like
Right.
10 or so million views, and now she's getting like a steady amount, and it's steadily growing on her videos. So that's kind of why I feel like there was a rise and fall, but now it's coming back.
I think that those were just outstanding videos, personally.
They were. I mean, they were really good.
If you look at some of like the old titans of ASMR, like Gentle Whispering or I can't think of. She's like I think like the primary cornerstone from like 2012 or 13, whenever she first started, when it was like not even a thing on the internet really. Most of her most popular videos are from like 2015, 2016. And they have like, 30 million views, some of them.
Yeah.
And so I just think that it's just like any YouTuber. I mean, PewDiePie's most popular video is like a Happy Wheels compilation, right? And
That's true.
I don't think his channel definitely grew exponentially faster over time after that.
Mhm.
So I think it's just I don't think it's necessarily a matter of rising and falling. I think it's just situational with
Yeah, I
stuff
can see
like that.
I can see that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The pool of creators grew a lot too
Mhm.
over time,
And the production quality has increased a ton
for sure. That's just.
in the short time that I've been watching.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been watching, Blaine?
Since I think I picked it up junior year of high school and then stopped and then picked it back up summer of senior year. So like after school, after I graduated.
So we're talking
Talking like
2017 or 2018?
for junior year?
Yeah, as to start.
2017
Okay.
is when I started. Yeah, but that was like a very short period of time, and then I picked it back up in like 2019. So
Caleb,
And it's in the vibe. Oh,
this is a new vibe. What's your understanding of it? Like, how we're viewing it right now, as like a concept socially, I guess. Like, when did you obviously knew kind of what it was. When did you start hearing about it?
Or did you
I've
hear
known
more
about ASMR for like a long time. I don't even remember like when I first heard about it or first heard it being talked about, you know, online or whatever. I don't know. How long has it been around, really?
I
Just
didn't know it was a
probably-
thing until 2014, 15. I
Yeah,
had never
probably
heard the
I
term.
probably heard about it around like 15, 16, yeah.
Yeah.
2015, 2016,
My
16.
my first experience of watching something, knowing it was ASMR, was because I heard the term ASMR, and I was like, "What does this mean?"
Right.
So I
Yeah,
looked it
that's
up,
Probably exactly how I found out.
and I watched. There's 2 videos on the Wikipedia page for ASMR. There's one with like someone pouring soda into a bottle or a glass with ice in it, so it like fizzes up.
Right.
And there's one of
yeah.
this French woman like doing an eye exam or something. And I watched that French woman for multiple nights in a row while we were our freshman year in high school. And so I was like, damn, I wonder if there's more of this. And so I found more on YouTube, and that's just kind of. Now apparently I watch it for multiple hours a day, so I don't know what's up
Yeah.
with me.
I don't know. Just feel like I can never get into it. I just don't know why. I never feel the tingles or anything as well, so. And that
Yeah,
could be a
some
part
people
of it.
don't. Some people don't.
See, but the thing is, I've felt tingles from ASMR. Like I've had an ASMR response before I knew about ASMR. Like I can trace it back to like 3rd grade.
Right.
It's memorable. Just
Yeah.
hearing people talking sometimes makes me feel good. Like it gives me that ASMR response, and I'm like, you need to keep talking.
Yeah, I mean, I only ever get like the Frisian. I think that's what it's called. What it's called whenever you're like listening to music and you get goosebumps or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah.
I only ever get that kind of stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I think that has more of an emotional tie too, because there's like
Yeah. That sounds about right, really.
Yeah.
music has more of an emotional connection than people speaking. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I like how Caleb said he doesn't think he could ever get into it. Because, and I know this might be a hot take to anyone who enjoys ASMR, from me, someone who enjoys ASMR, but I think, to an extent, I've been using it for what, 2015, so like 6 years now?
Right.
It's kind of a crutch sometimes, I think. You know, people use it for anxiety relief, people use it for relaxation to help them fall asleep. It's like, I feel like it's so brain numbing sometimes. Like, if there's something you need to be worried about, like an important deadline's coming up, or, you know, if you need to be focused on something, for me, it's a way for me to check out and just be like, nope, not doing it. I'm gonna feel good instead. I'm gonna numb my brain instead.
Right. Yeah.
So just like anything, I think it's dangerous in large amounts. I think it's used better in moderation. And I've never heard it talked about publicly in that light before, but I've been thinking that for years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it's a worrying thing to me sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, as someone that hasn't ever like ingested large amounts at once, probably because by the time I watch one video, I fall asleep. But I can't recreationally watch ASMR, so but I can see how you say it could be like a crutch. It is pretty interesting how it's almost like a form of. It's like a form of meditation. I could.
Sure.
You can kind of. Can you see that?
It depends on the specific video you're watching, I guess, but it's a good analogy for sure. I'm sorry, let me fix my chair. It's super squeaky.
So you know how like mindful meditation like makes you practice presence of the
Mhm.
body?
Yeah.
This is like practicing absence.
Yeah,
You know, it's like the
absolutely.
opposite. But yeah.
It's kind of scary though. Yeah. It might just be me though. For some people, ASMR might help them collect their thoughts better. But I put ASMR on in the background, and then I expand. My mind just like flattens. I don't know how to describe how it feels. But it's like, you know how like if you take a wad of gum and you throw it on the ground and then you like put something like a book and you smush it and it spreads out, right? That's how my thoughts become. They all just like spread and I can observe them in their own corners instead of like if you're doing like a mindful meditation, um any person who's done meditation knows that your root is your breath. And if you find yourself wandering, you always come back and recenter yourself on your breath so that you are present. You aren't wandering everywhere.
Right.
And ASMR, I feel like for me, uh, yeah, it does the complete opposite of that. It allows me to put on a noise in the background that I don't have to listen to, and then I could just like be absent completely.
Yeah.
So beware if you haven't tried ASMR before. Beware of its potential risks.
Yeah.
It's just, well, the way that you're putting it makes it sound like it's encouraging imaginative thought. Unless you actually mean like you're shutting your brain off rather than being like letting your mind wander. No. Like, is it letting your mind wander around, letting it just go wherever it wants, or is it actually shutting your brain off kind of thing?
Could be, yeah, it could be either.
Okay.
Frankly, it's hard to tell the difference sometimes between those two things.
Yeah.
It could just be the way my brain works. No matter what I'm doing, it just does that. But anyway, just some food for thought there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like everything. Oh, I don't know. Everything you guys are describing it to be used as is sort of just how I use like music, things like that.
I can see that. Like, what kind of music? Or like music,
I don't
what
know.
kind of music that makes you feel a certain way, or is it more like music that makes you relax, or music that?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like music's very diverse like that. You can find a song for any vibe you want.
Yeah.
But I don't
So
know.
what genre of music is ASMR for you?
Experimental music or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Because I mean,
Yo, what up, Dream Tech? Sorry, go on.
yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't consider it music. I guess it could be to some people.
Yeah. I'm just furthering the metaphor, I guess.
I don't know. I feel like it's almost like a type of, because like if you're trying to get amped up, you're not going to turn on some ASMR.
Yeah,
But when it comes to music, you could either listen to some real hype stuff, or you could listen to some real downbeat, relaxed type stuff, or whatever you want. But I feel like ASMR has its uses, especially for people who can actually like feel what it's meant to make you feel.
right.
Because I don't know. For me, it's always just like I might like try to put one on, be like, all right, what's all this about? And then it'll just be me watching somebody, whisper in a microphone or something, or like tap something. But I never really feel anything from it. It's it's really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever? I mean, the binaural part of it is very nice to me. That's the right word for it, right?
Maybe. I mean, I've heard of binaural beats.
It's like in the different
Yeah.
layers.
Binaural beats is its own thing.
Yeah, it is painter's tape on my boom. It's it works,
Hey.
It was made of metal, but the metal is apparently weaker than the painter's tape, so Just
Dude.
keep it here.
Tape is the shit sometimes.
Yeah, for real. Even if it is just painter's tape, which tears at like the drop of a hat.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
ASMR.
Yeah, ASMR in general.
You want to talk about the different types that you can come across,
Like the different, I guess, genres you could find,
genres.
like
Yeah.
subsets.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people see ASMR.
Yeah.
They're going through and they're like, "This looks really weird." Because there's like, and then I guess we can go.
People kind of they merge it all together and think it's all one thing. I think it's There's.
If you just scroll a little bit, you'll always see there's always someone that like makes it sexual.
Yeah.
I've seen
People do things to get clicks.
It's kind of weird.
And that's an easy way to get clicks. Is from horny, like 16-year-old boys on the internet. Sometimes like 50-year-old men.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably like music in the way that it has genres.
But
Yeah, I
think
mean-
a lot of people associate like, they hear like, oh, it makes a tingle in your body, and they're like, oh, that's sexual, or something like that. I don't know. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, no, that's absolutely a stigma that exists.
I've even seen that, though I'm not even in like kind of that sort of thing. I'm not even that scene, but I have seen people trying to equate it like that, which I don't feel is fair. Even though
That's the thing though. It's not fair in any place, in any like market. People sexualize food. People sexualize, cartoon characters, artwork. People sexualize music. You can sexualize anything. It's just another form of art, I think, that people find ways to look at and perceive their own way.
Yeah. But aside from that, like that's like the bad. That's the side you stay away from unless you horny. In which case, that's fine.
Yeah. There are creators.
Keep them separate topics.
There are creators that make ASMR for sexual purposes.
True.
But that's what they're supposed to be doing. That's what they're doing on purpose.
Yeah.
I think Caleb's over there googling some sexual ASMR right now.
No, it was no. Now I look guilty because I was typing, but
We got him in the act. We stopped him before it was too late. Is this from Mario Kart 64? Is that what this song is from? It sounds so familiar. Anyway, Blaine wanted to talk about some of the genres. On the top of my head, there's like 4 or 5 like big pools of like content. There's like sound assortments, which is just people making sounds with different objects. It's just run of the mill, as basic as you can get. You just pick up something and you make noise with it.
Calculator would be pretty good.
Yeah, calculator noises I've heard before. You got your sound assortments. You've got your role plays, which is where it sounds sexual when you first hear it. I will admit, but it's all that word means is you're playing the part of someone else, right? The ASMR creator is pretending.
It's like one act play.
Yeah, it's like being an actor is really all that's going on. The creator is pretending to be a barber, a doctor, whatever, you name it.
Yeah.
And they're doing those kinds of things to the viewer or the camera in their case.
And I've seen some creators that do some really, really, really good stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
you can get really theatrical with it. It could be really cool.
Just does amazing role plays.
So you got your sound assortments, you've got your role plays. There's a whole, I wasn't actually going to mention this at first, but there's a whole subsection of mukbang or mukbang or however you want to pronounce it, which is eating food. And a lot of people, at least in the Western world, a lot of people aren't into eating food and the sound it makes, but some people are into that. And so there's a market for it. You have personal attention, which is so it's pretty basic too, but instead of just taking items and making noises, it's like
It's the other aspects of ASMR that you can do over a camera.
sure.
You know, like it's not just sound. It's like, okay, I'm going to like pretend I'm touching your face or something. You know, like I'm gonna shine a light or something like that. You know.
Yeah, it's like it's like they're talking to you specifically. And so there's more of an emotional connection in a video like that versus something where it's just them making sounds and, being there. That was what, 3? 4?
Yeah. That.
That was 4, but I named 3 that I planned on naming. Yeah, I said 4 or 5. I lost my train of thought there.
I can't think of a fourth or a fifth. That pretty much.
Yeah, I mean those are the biggest
Get it.
subsets, I think.
The two biggest being the personal attention and the role play. Or no.
Roleplays and sound assortments, I think, are
Yeah.
they're all those are like the 3 pillars, I think. I know there's supposed to be like 4 pillars typically of something, but those are like the
The fourth pillar is the sexual content.
no, definitely not.
Pillar, like more like stick or twig.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and within those genres, there's so many other branches you can come out. I mean, people do comedy. People do.
Yeah.
I recently saw one that was literally like a short film.
That one I showed you to you.
No, but she makes some that shit she made is crazy too.
Yeah.
Like some people are really, theatrical and it's almost like you're watching a movie. Some people do really like low budget stuff too, and people are into that. Like no high fidelity audio. It's just like
Yeah,
a
you have
phone.
their earbuds.
It's a phone camera.
Yeah.
And they're just doing their thing. And some people really like that. Some people prefer that to really high production quality. So yeah, there's the one thing to take away from ASMR and learning about it is there's a niche for everyone and everyone's different, and so there's so much different content out there. There's no ASMR is not one set thing. The only thing it has in common is the purpose, and that is relaxation, basically.
That's a good way to sum it up.
A lot of people like liquid noises.
Yeah.
I've got my bottle here. There's about, a fifth of it has water left in it.
That's mostly why I keep my noise canceling on in Discord though, because of how loud I gulp involuntarily. I mean, I just try not to be a disturbance really.
I don't think the stream picked up my audio that well, but you guys heard it, so.
I heard it. Yeah. Don't worry.
Yeah. Don't you worry.
But yeah,
Let's say it more.
ASMR, dude.
Some of my top creators is GB, obviously. I like Goodnight Moon and Marno.
They are a really good trifecta of creators. I like those 3 as well. Those 3 are really good.
You got me into those other 2. Marno.
Marno and Aaron made a video with GB a while back.
I've seen that.
They're all pretty good friends. Yeah, I like Marno a lot. Marno does some comedy stuff.
He's funny.
He's very funny. I like the spirit that comes out of him. Yeah, I mean, I could probably go on for a little while talking about who to watch for certain reasons, like depending on what you're into, but I don't really want this to be a space for me to list ASMR recommendations. But I think some of the most notable creators, GB is probably the most popular. I think now she's the most popular ASMR creator, at least English
3
speaking.
million.
At least English speaking ASMR creator. I think there might be an Asian.
I've seen her. Yeah.
I forget what her channel name is. I sound horrible. I just said I think there's an Asian. I was gonna say Asian ASMR creator, but then I stopped what I was saying to think of the name. I think it's Pomo, Ppomo. I think that's what her channel name is. She's pretty big.
I know
anyway.
there's one that I've seen that makes very, very, very high quality videos, but
Mhm.
only posts like once a month.
Yeah.
And like, but like from what I've seen, all of her videos get like millions of views every single time she posts.
Yeah.
So works.
Yeah, GB's really big. If you're into a more like motherly figure, Gentle Whispering is a classic creator. She makes really good content. And then if you're into a male voice, there's people like Raffy Taffy, who has a very warm, like Big Brother kind of vibe going on. And then there's people like ASMR Zeitgeist, who makes really high quality videos. A lot of them don't even have speaking in them if you're not into speaking. It just sounds. So those will be my recommendations. I'm not gonna go into really like deep depth there, but if you haven't tried it out, at least listen to one and be like, this is not for me, and then never touch it again.
Let's see. What happens if you go to YouTube and just type ASMR?
Here, I'll do it because I
My guess-
have like
Yeah, my feeds.
My guess is gonna be Simple Pleasures by Gentle Whispering might be in the top few.
Yeah, this is just filling my feed with people that I've watched.
so
before.
I just typed in ASMR and the first video is from JoJo's ASMR.
JoJo is pretty big, yeah.
And then the second one is ASMR Bakery.
Okay.
Ah,
And then Marno ASMR.
Really? Marno's in the top 3?
But I mean, this is also based on like my own
Sure.
YouTube.
Sure.
Because like the fourth one is ASMR building a PC from
Ephemeral Rift. Ephemeral
Yeah.
Rift is really cool. I like his stuff a lot.
And then GB's
the
fifth
bakery
here.
one. Yeah. Is it her newest?
Yeah, it
I
must be
doubt
2
it.
hours.
Oh, 2 hours ago. Okay. I
It's
have
just
that
probably
video.
not, like,
I had
every
that video
15
pulled up in another tab, but I closed my Chrome right before we went live.
Oh.
Yeah, I was ready for it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, dude.
Well, do we have anything more for ASMR?
I mean, like I said, I could go on for a long time listing people. I've gone through my fair share of creators over time. Like I've cycled between. I've subscribed to like 10 or 15 at a time. But I've listened to so many different creators at this point.
Yeah.
God. I feel like I've been talking so much this episode. It's my area of expertise.
Yeah. I feel like I haven't talked enough because I just don't have anything to
My throat,
contribute
like,
other than like I don't know what it is. I've never watched it, but I don't know. It's
Well, okay,
interesting
so
hearing
What
an
kind of
insider.
what? Do you remember any of the other documentaries you watched?
No.
Okay. Fair
Oh,
enough.
I remember the name of the one that I was talking about though.
Oh,
About the
yeah.
blind people who took pictures. It's called "Not Everything Is Black," I believe. I think that was the title of it.
That's
It came out
interesting.
like a few days ago, really, or maybe a week ago
Wow.
now.
Cool.
What service did you say this was on?
It's on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
It's like an hour long, I think.
Mhm.
About.
Did you just like look up documentaries or?
I think I went to r/documentaries on Reddit
Hmm.
because they have some good ones on
I
occasion
don't know that.
in there. Just like the top monthly and
Yeah.
just
What
go from there.
YouTubers have you guys been watching lately?
What YouTube
Any
videos?
new YouTubers you've been into? Or Twitch
Um,
streamers? Any new content you've been ingesting?
It's not new, but I've been super into Simple Flips recently. He makes Mario Maker and Mario 64 videos mostly. I just think he's a really funny guy. I just love the atmosphere that he brings. Also, someone by a very similar name, but completely different, except for the fact that they play Mario 64. Is a streamer that we all know and love here at the Chinos show named Simply.
Oh yeah.
I watch him fairly often. He's getting back into the Mario 64 speedrunning grind.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah, he's gonna go for world record in March. So
I'm glad that he has like a time frame for that. That's very cute.
well, yeah,
Hey.
it is actually really interesting how he's doing it. He's doing it like they used to do back in the day.
Cynical. And that, I mean, it's a good idea. It's not like mindless grinding. It's like I have.
Yeah, he's practicing this month, and then he's doing 8-hour streams every day in March of attempts.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty intensive, really.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah.
It's out some pretty good music too. It's kind of memey, but
Oh, yeah, Simply's music is very fun. If you've never heard him. Do you guys have a
Yeah,
link
it is pretty
to his SoundCloud? Here,
Right.
Caleb, find a link and throw it in the
Right.
chat for the people. We love Simply around here.
our Rocket League club team.
Yeah, dude. He's a real idol in our eyes.
Booty Cake Bandits. But okay, so I've gotten back into watching Thomas. Have you heard of Thomas Randall? He's
No,
a video game dev.
I've never heard of him.
Randy. He's a Twitch. He started streaming on Twitch a couple months ago, and he's racked up actually quite a big following. But aside from him, he just kind of is crazy, and he's got an Australian accent, and so I like that. I love me some Australian accents.
There's a game dev guy named Mort that I used to watch. He does pixel art and stuff. I learned how to draw pixel art from him, and he does some Twitch streaming these days of like doing artwork and just playing games. But I think it's a chill atmosphere. I see why you like watching people like that.
Yeah, I can't ever catch him when he's actually online, so I just resort to his YouTube. He has a secondary YouTube channel where he just has a couple of stream clips, but also like updates on kind of what he's doing.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Aside from that, I've also been watching or listening to Sisyphus 55. He's a lot smaller. It's a philosophy channel. Philosophy and like some psychology, but mainly philosophy. Very interesting stuff. I really like philosophy.
Who doesn't like philosophy?
Not me.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't not like philosophy.
Yeah, you just.
Works out.
I was just agreeing with you.
Yeah.
Checks out. The math checks out on that one, yeah. Who do I? Not really been watching any news.
I also watch a lot of RuneScape videos.
You also play a lot of RuneScape.
Hey, we don't talk about that on here anymore.
Oh, okay.
If we talk about that on here, it would happen every single week. So we don't talk about that on here.
It's true. But yeah, that brings up. Oh, never mind.
Oh, Blend, I have been watching more of that Evample guy, the freestyler I sent you who used on mouse and keyboard.
Oh yeah.
He has an Australian accent. That's why I thought of him, because he said you like Australian accents earlier. Pretty entertaining guy, aside from his tutorials and everything.
Aside from what?
Aside from his tutorials and everything.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's, I don't know, I haven't really been doing much other than like nothing, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Just been chilling.
Grinding
man.
Rocket League.
Yeah. It's either schoolwork or Rocket League or doing nothing these days.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's the life.
Yeah, I mean, I somehow found the time to sit right here at my desk and watch ASMR and do nothing else for a long time today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone want to play chess after this?
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I want to play Rocket League after this.
I can't.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe I want to... Dude, Blaine, look at Blaine. He looks like Thanos right now, because, like, it looks like his chin is all, like, cracked, like Thanos' chin. You guys on
Minecraft
Spotify can't
chin,
see his chin, probably, but
yeah,
we
our
can.
Spotify listeners.
The YouTube watchers
Oh,
know.
Spotify guys and gals.
And the Twitchers get real-time responses from us if they ask us questions, so...
That is true, yeah. Or mention our tape mic.
Oh, yeah. Or, they get banned for posting Among Us cock for the third time.
Yeah, they do that. That's for
Too much
sure.
Among Us cock. Our fans are so crazy. God,
Yeah, dude.
so wild.
Yeah, all
So it's so
1
crazy
million of
having
them.
fans, man.
Diehard is what I'd call them. Diehard fans.
Yeah. All of them.
Every last one.
But I think this is probably a good place to end the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, we got through everything we wanted to get through. Talked about chess as well.
Yeah.
I don't like
No.
Die Hard. I've actually never seen Die Hard, so I can't
It's a
say
pretty good
anything.
Christmas movie. Christmas movie, I mean to say.
Here, I have something before we end, just so I don't forget.
In terms of Christmas movies, I think it's top tier.
It's a solid Christmas movie, is yeah. As far as Christmas movies are concerned.
So,
I have two things before we end today.
All right.
okay.
Just miscellaneous things. First thing, I want to show off these McDonald's Pokemon cards I got.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, you never know; these might be worth millions one day.
Even though I
unwrapped.
fucking I opened them, yeah.
You would just sleeve them.
I could just send them in and get them graded.
Sleeve them, iron it back so that you're untouched.
The holographic Mudkip has a fucking like chip in the bottom already, so I don't really know. Anyway, I just revealed the Mudkip, so I'll show the Mudkip first. So there's this holographic Mudkip that I got. The McDonald's the meals come with 4 cards, so I got
Insane.
this Trico,
Mm-hmm.
got this Chikorita.
Lots of grass types.
Yeah, I got 3 grass starters, and I got a Turtwig. So yeah,
Type best, as is always.
let's have a brief starter discussion right now.
My favorite starter.
No, not your favorite starter. No. Let's say Gen 1, okay? Pokemon Red. Who did you pick first? And okay, what was your first Pokemon game actually? I guess should be the real question.
Black and white.
Caleb, have you ever played a Pokemon game?
No, I don't play games.
I'm asking anyone in the chat as well if you're here.
No, I'm
What
just
was your
playing
first
Pokemon
what was your
Stone.
first Pokemon game? And what starter did you choose?
You want me to start?
My first Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I had Pokemon Black, and no, I had Pokemon White. Sorry. Not that it matters, but my starter Pokemon that I first chose was Oshawott.
Oshawott. Blaine is a water typer, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting, given your red hair. You
Yeah,
look like a
And
fire
the
type
fact that-
Pokemon.
Would have
the fact
expected
that I
a
have a
Char
fire
Wizard.
type gym named after me. In
Yeah, you have the. Yep.
Gym of the Blaine.
What a coincidence, actually.
My first Pokemon game. Well, my first Pokemon game to myself was Diamond. And I chose Chimchar, the fire Pokemon.
Fire.
However, my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Stadium, which is not a real Pokemon game, like a mainline Pokemon game. And my favorite Pokemon was Blastoise in that game. So I think at heart I'm a Blastoise guy. So I'm a Squirtle boy, I think, at heart.
Yeah, water type.
Yeah, I see that in you.
What?
But my
Water
second
type-
playthrough of Diamond, I chose Piplup, and Empoleon is fucking awesome.
Water type. Water. Water type gang.
Badger says Fire Red was his first Pokemon game. Very good game. And Venusaur was your starter. That's not true. Bulbasaur was your starter. Venusaur is not the
Why
starter
do you
Pokemon.
lie?
Isn't Venusaur the final?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Venusaur
Venusaur.
is the final evolution
Yeah,
of Bulbasaur.
Ivysaur, Venusaur.
Yeah. I'm glad no one said Charizard in here. Or I guess Charmander.
Yeah. Funnily enough, my younger brother played Pokemon before I did. And I think he had Diamond, same as you. He picked Chimchar.
Yeah, I mean, Infernape is badass. You gotta
It
get
is.
that Infernape.
I think he focused too hard on the starter. So it was like a level 60 Infernape and then level 40.
Every kid does that.
Yeah.
Everyone wants their starter to be really, really good. And then by the time you get to the end, you either completely carry with it or it dies and then you get wiped afterwards.
Yeah. But yeah, I've always gravitated towards grass or water types, sorry.
Yeah, water types are cool.
Grass types
Yeah.
are kind of useless. I mean, in terms of like having them as a starter, because you typically get them in one of the first.
Yeah. Yeah. I like how this is playing during the fucking Professor Oak's laboratory. Or the Professor Oak's laboratory song is playing while we're talking about Pokemon. Pretty funny. This is from Pokemon Snap for anyone who doesn't know.
Okay, here's an easier one for Caleb since he hasn't played a Pokemon game. What's your favorite pocket monster? Any sort of like game similar to Pokemon.
What do you mean?
So, have you played any games like Pokemon?
Well, not really, no.
No?
I like Bidoof, but you know,
Bidoof is that's
All the Gen 4 boys like me would love you for saying that.
Bidoof's a goat.
Bidoof?
It's Bidoof.
I'm just kidding.
Bidoof.
It's funny whenever like they never said their actual names in the video games. So
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
kind of made you interpreted the names how you wanted to
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
if you didn't have any outside interaction. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there were a couple weird ones that I pronounced. Can't think of any that right
How do you say the mythical, not the mythical, the legendary from Emerald, the green dragon Pokemon? How do you say that?
Rayquaza?
Rayquaza. I always said Rayquaza as a kid.
Oh, yeah. Nope, it's an Azza for me.
Badger says he should say Gyarados. Oh, I always called him Gyarados.
I would say Gyarados.
I said
I would
Gyarados.
like pronounce the Y, Gyarados.
I would say like Gyarados.
Gyarados?
I would say like Gyarados. Like Gary, like
Yeah, that's how I say it. Gyarados.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What is the steel drum version of this song?
I don't know, it's pretty good.
What is this song? I can't think of what it is.
Oh yeah, it is recognizable.
Is it?
Oh, it's Yoshi's Story. This is Yoshi's Story theme.
It's got like Delfino Plaza theme.
Yeah, it's just because of it's just because of the steel drum.
Is it?
Yeah.
No. It's also got a bossa.
Yeah, I'm just saying it.
Uh,
Man, we're getting too into this. We talked about ASMR. We're talking about Pokemon.
talking about chess. We're talking about
Talking about Bossa.
Yoshi,
Talking about.
duck on bike.
All right. we'll catch you guys next week. We're rambling at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe we're
Yeah,
gonna
sorry
play
about
some chess after this, or Rocket League or something. Thanks for chilling. Thanks everyone but one person for refraining from posting Among Us cock. I know it's super hard. I know
Yeah,
it's
we wish
super
everybody
hard
a
not to
good
do that.
evening, except for Spook.
Except for Among Us talk.
Definitely check out Simply's music. We linked it in the chat. If you haven't watched ASMR before, give it a chance.
Give it a chance. Give it, actually, you know what? Give it more than one chance.
Yeah, see if you can find anything that you like. And we'll be here next week to talk about God knows what yet again.
Good night, New York.
Jeez, you.
Good night everywhere.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Later.
See ya.
Bye.